So what is The Lion King?
Bruh.
Trauma. Trauma is a delicate and tragic thing. Something that happened maybe years in the past, still affecting you in unintended ways. Constant reminder of the pain that you experienced at that moment and something that shapes you for the future. But it still haunts you. The memories of pain, the shadows of what once happened still surround you as you are again told you aren't free just yet. Your demons are still here, watching, biding its time as you pray to any god you believe in for some measure of peace, freedom, and tranquility. The Lion King was released in 1994, the same year as the movie release, on the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Amiga, and further ported to more systems in the future, including being the last licensed game released on the NES. In the world of movie-based licensed games, this game is notable for a little-known reason. It's as hard as self-performed surgery. And anyone who's played this back in the day will attest, this game will absolutely crush your spirit. How? Well, get seated. Let me tell you something, young man. The Lion King is a platformer, with you controlling little Simba as he makes his way through the plot of the film level by level. You can jump, which is your primary method of attacking these lizards and bugs, or you can roar. Or meow, actually, which stuns enemies, which is supposed to stun enemies. It's supposed to be more effective the more this roar bar is filled, but honestly, you never really need it, except for one instance. And that's all you need and all you get. Jump through levels, collect bugs, try not to let your health empty out, you're in the clear. Well, for the first level. The second level has no enemies, it's all platforming. And it's the nightmare of any kid who had this game growing up. The second level of this game is a notorious roadblock. Most kids don't even know anything past this level. It's so notoriously hard. It's not even because of enemies, because again, there are no enemies. This level consists of platforming and swinging across animals, which wouldn't be too bad, if not because the collision detection is absolutely awful, and more than often, you'll fall into the instant death water. But once you get past that, you end up next to random hippos and monkeys. The hippos and monkeys are actually a pretty simple puzzle that you can adjust by screaming at the monkeys. But that isn't even the worst part. No, you get to also ride an ostrich. And when you ride such ostriches, you have to avoid baby hippos and birds' nests, which I don't know if you can tell, but they are extremely hard to see with this color palette. The first time you go through this section, you get indicators which tell you what to do. But after that, you're on your own, bub. So many lives have been lost in this hellscape. May they rest in peace. Past this level, you go through stages representing movie scenes where you jump on hyenas and other enemies and try not to fall through the platforms themselves. At this point, your lives and continues are probably already spent, so getting all the bugs in the level to trigger a bonus game is essential for continuing on to see the later half of the game. Speaking of, you actually grow into adult Simba after you finish murdering your dad and running away from the scene of the crime. Besides actually having a respectable roar finally, you actually get a melee move. Simba can knock the shit out of enemies with his bare paws, useful for hyenas and sneaky leopards. Other than that, you go through the final stages, usually dying to environmental hazards like lava or rolling boulders until you make it to Scar, at which you let your fist do the talking. To finish him off, you must toss him off Pride Rock, just like the movie. But good luck remembering you actually have a throw command, since you never really use it in the game. The Lion King is a competently put together game, but holy shit, why would they do this to kids? Most children can't even walk in a straight line without peeing themselves. How did you think they were gonna make it through this without bursting into tears? I didn't even beat it for the first time till I was 29 damn years old. That's an injustice that this game can't even hope to atone for. Despite having good MIDI music that you will probably still hum to, like you're watching the entire movie again. This game gets 2 dead Simbas out of 5.